Hey everyone, Travis here at the very end of day two of the promotion relegation matches, joined by Daydreamin of Coast. Coast unfortunately just got relegated to Complexity Black. So, Daydreamin, first off, what was there a single factor or anything big that you feel created the situation today where you guys got relegated?
Pretty much like just like the atmosphere in general of our team has been really down, especially not even just this last week, just like overall the entire split. And I think what it really came down to, no really specific errors or strategy. Basically, they just wanted it more than we did, and it really showed in the end. And so they just came out on top.
Now, you guys had a pretty good lead at the very end of game one, and then unfortunately things kind of flipped at the very last second. What do you think really caused that issue? What was it that made everything fall apart at the very end of that game? And then what was it like for the team following that?
Pretty much our Baron baits and our Baron play in general is just atrocious. So when even when we had like whatever, like two side inhibs down, we still couldn't even bait Baron properly and like get a pick, and they pretty much just outfought us at Baron, and then we weren't able to come back after that because they had Oriana and we didn't have any really hard engage. So if Ori could just like play back and just like wait on her ultimate, they'll win every fight. And so at that point, we just lost.
Um, after that happened, what was the situation like for the team? Like, were you guys able to rally, or was that part of what ended up having you guys lose?
No, we definitely rallied. Like even when we went into the third game, like after we had lost two games in a row, we were still the entire time just like, we know we can do this. Like we know when we're on, we're on. We just need to find that groove and just sail it all the way to the fifth game. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. So I mean, as for morale, yeah, like I think we were fine. Pretty much everyone just knew what they had to do. We just knew we had to not tilt and just reset and just go in strong.
When I spoke to Benny of XDG shortly after their relegation yesterday, he sort of felt as though he was not surprised. They didn't go into the match against LMQ expecting to lose, but he wasn't surprised that it happened. For you and maybe for the rest of Coast, are you guys surprised by this, or did you guys know that it was a pretty high possibility?
I can't really speak for my team. I'm pretty sure everyone felt that we were the stronger team and that we would come out on top regardless of like the score really. But I for one knew that our preparation and just the overall atmosphere would come and bite us in the ass, and it did. And so we ended up just losing. I don't know what else to say. Like our preparation was horrible. I mean, they just brought it and we didn't.
Now, I did hear that prior to this match and for some time before, the previous couple of days or even weeks, that Shifter had basically stopped talking much to the team and that there's a bit of a fracture among you guys. Is that the case?
Yeah, pretty much after our match against Dignitas, it was a really close set, and basically, if we had won that, we would have been completely safe. But after that, it took a really hard toll on our team. And Danny, I mean, Shifter is a very emotional player, and something like that, us going to relegations again was just like it was just really hard to deal with. And I mean, he kind of just internalized it, and we did what we could to help him, but it just it just seemed like he kind of wanted to do his own thing, and so we just kind of respected that.
Do you think that any kind of communication issues between the rest of the team and him at all played a role or a factor in you guys getting relegated today?
It definitely could have. I can't say for sure, but bottom line, they just wanted it more. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know that following relegation, sometimes it's hard to know like what like players and teams haven't always planned out what their future is. But I always have to ask: do you know what is in store for Coast? Are you guys gonna stick with this roster, go into Challenger, and try to swing back at the end of this year, or is there something else on the horizon for you guys?
I mean, honestly, we're still just processing the situation. I'm sure we'll have a meeting and discuss it. But as for my plans, I don't really know what's gonna happen to our team. I'm most likely probably not survive. We probably won't be playing in the Challenger Series. I'm probably just gonna go back to school. I might stay in the scene and stream or something, but I'm most probably done.
So, just to be clear, under this, you would expect that this is like the end of your professional career.
Yeah, well, I mean, I basically just saw it as like no teams, every team support is pretty much playing phenomenally right now. Nobody really wants to replace their supports. So it's like there's nowhere for me to go really, and like I don't really want to play in the challenger scene. Like I want to like put my all into something really. So I think I'm just going to go back to school and just pursue the rest of my life.
Now, if you were to go into like to keep playing casually on the side or not professionally, as you mentioned, support is kind of there's not too many spots open for that, but there are a lot in other areas like top lane or sometimes jungle. Is there any chance for you that you might take some time off if things don't stick around or survive with Coast and maybe pursue trying to find a different role or anything like that, or are you like support for life?
I haven't really thought about that, but I don't even think like I played like 100%. Like I even like discovered all of support role. Like I don't think I would switch roles if I still wanted to stay in competitive. So I would definitely still be a support player.
Obviously, kind of a rough day for you, but I do want to ask if you have anything that you want to say to any of the Daydreamin or Coast fans out there today.
Oh, well, I mean, like, it was really nice, like, even after we lost, like, all the words of encouragement from everyone and the fans and how they still believed in us and wanted to stay around the challenge. And honestly, that really means a lot. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of the fans who stuck with us thus far and maybe see us again in the future. Maybe not.
Well, not to speak on behalf of the fans, but I thought it was very stand up that I saw you and a couple of the other guys signing stuff and interacting with the fans even after the last day. And I really have enjoyed interviewing you, and I hope that you guys stick around or that we see you on another team or something like that, because I've been very much a fan of interviewing you and watching you play over the course of the split. So thank you so much. Any final words?
Nope. I think that pretty much covered it, but thank you, Travis.
You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS, all leading up to All Stars at ongamers.com.